Sean Mitchell, and I'm running for State Senate District 13 against Dick Black. That State Senate district is the Ashburn, Broadlands, Leesburg, Western Loudon, South Riding, and Northern Prince William. I'm very proud to have the support of my good friend Dr. Lateef in our campaign for State Senate. But I did want to share a few things about myself. I'm a combat veteran. I served in Bosnia and also in Iraq with the Army. I'm a small business owner. I own a mechanical contracting firm in Loudoun County. I'm a member of the Loudoun County Chamber of Commerce. I sit on many committees with the Chamber, and I'm also an ambassador for the Chamber of Commerce. I'm also a Rotarian. So again, I do appreciate the opportunity. I think we need more business people more business leaders in Richmond, and that's why I'm running. I would appreciate your support in my campaign. Thank you.
Next would be District 31, Barbara Favola.
Thank you. I should just take a moment to perhaps explain District 31. It contains parts of Arlington, McLean, all of Great Falls, and 6 precincts in Loudoun. So it truly is a Northern Virginia district. If any of you here live in any portion of that district, see me afterwards. Thank you for hosting this. I'm delighted to spend some time with you. I guess this is my 5th time I've been at your event. I come from local government. I have run for the Arlington County Board 4 times and have served 14 years on the county board. So I have lots of experience in making things happen at the ground level where you have to get the job done. I would just give you one note. Arlington was named as the 2nd best place to live in the entire United States by a Bloomberg Journal. So anybody from Arlington, give us a hand. I am running for the state senate because I really believe the state needs to create an environment where each one of us has an opportunity to prosper and each one of us has the opportunity to succeed. I will focus mainly on education, on putting the investments necessary to create a first-class public school system throughout the state, and in making higher education more affordable and more accessible. That is key to creating an effective workforce and to ensuring that we will continue to grow economically. I understand my time is up. I would like to say a few more words, but out of respect to my colleagues and your time, I'm done. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Barbara. Next, I'd like to call Senator Todd Fuller to the stage. Thank you. Senator Fuller represents the 36th district.
It's great to be here with you all again. It's so good to see my friend Saba Shami. Haven't seen you much lately since you moved to Richmond. And good to see you, Governor Kane. Thank you for coming. I am running for re-election for the state senate. I've been in there since 2000. And this last year was one of the best years I have had since I've been elected, although many of them are pretty good. I feel like my opponent wants to run me out of office just because I've been there 19 years. And I told him at the last debate we had that I was just hitting my stride. I know we're all working very hard, but I feel like the Senate of Virginia is the place of balance in Virginia government, and it has to stay in Democratic hands in order for that to be true the next 4 years. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Senator Fuller. Next I'd like to introduce from the 32nd District, which includes Reston and Vienna, where I live, Senator Janet Howell.
Good evening, everyone. 20 years ago, I came to this event. I was running for office for the very first time, and nobody gave me any chance of winning. But something happened here that night that changed the whole dynamics. I stood up and I talked about the wonderful family I married into. It's a family that's been involved in the Middle East for generations. In fact, the Dodge family helped found the American University of Beirut. They put in the original money. And they've been involved ever since. My own father-in-law was a member of the Board of Trustees of AUB. And another family member, sadly, David Dodge, was kidnapped and held hostage for over a year when he was the acting president of AUB. So our family goes back a long, long way, and I have been so fortunate to be able to meet so many people, so many Arabs from all across the Arab world, and find out about your culture and the strong intellectual basis of all that you do. Well, what happened that night was after I talked about it, people came up to me and they said, "We want to do a fundraiser for you." And they did. And I was able to have another mailing. And then they said to all their friends, they phoned them, there was no email. They said, "Go vote for her." And my gosh, I won by like that much. So I've always been very, very grateful. And I've tried very hard to earn your respect and your continued support. I hope you feel that I have. I need your help again this year. And again, thank you. You made all the difference.
Thank you, Senator Howell. Next, I'd like to introduce from the 34th District, Senator Chap Petersen.
Good evening, everybody. I tell you, I'm glad the lights came on so I can see all my friends. Saba, Paul, Nader Hassan, who went to high school with me, Fairfax High School, in the house. It's great to be here. I am a local kid, grew up in Fairfax City. My father's a professor at George Mason University. One of the prides I take in Northern Virginia is the great system we have for K-12 education, Northern Virginia Community College, and George Mason University. But I want to talk about something different. I ran for the legislature first time in 2001. No one will ever forget that election cycle because of what happened on September 11th. And I can tell you, for the 10 years I was in elected office, and the time I served in the legislature, every step of the way, I was cognizant and I spoke out for people's rights. And I'll tell you, one of the things that makes this a great nation is that all of us enjoy freedoms. Freedom of speech, freedom of religion, freedom to petition our government. And I'm proud to be someone that advocates for those freedoms for all Americans, but I know this community appreciates that. I'll keep doing it for you if you vote for me on November 8th. Thank you very much, Chap Petersen.
Thank you, Senator Chap Petersen. Next, I'd like to introduce from the 37th District, Senator Dave Marston.
Thank you so much. It's so good to be here. I grew up just 2 miles from here on a little small farm, and I remember Mr. Tysons stores, of which this community is named. So that kind of dates me a little bit. I go back a little ways here, but Fairfax County has grown, but not just in buildings and roads. When I was a little boy, I dreamed about traveling and seeing the world. But instead, the world came here to Fairfax County. People from every country, race, religion, creed, and this is where the world is going to learn how to live together by what we're doing here in Fairfax County, what we're doing here tonight. Let's get this country moving forward. Let's get our Commonwealth moving forward together. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Senator Marston. Next, I'd like to introduce from the 39th District, Senator George Barker, who will be represented here by Delegate Mark Sickles. Thank you.
ladies and gentlemen, it's great to be here. I found the best way to sneak up in line here to volunteer to stand in for my senator, one of my 3 senators that I share my delegate seat with. And with all respect to the people who have just spoken, I think is the hardest working senator in the Commonwealth of Virginia, and that is George Barker. Many of you may have met George through the years in his work on replanting Tysons Corner. He was in charge of the task force that re-envisioned and led the rezoning of this place that's going to be transformed in the next few years. We work really strong together. He wants to tell you that he welcomes the diversity and is proud of the melting pot that is our community, Northern Virginia. So hope you'll remember George Barker on November 8th. Thank you very much.